Hello and hi to Ms. Saidatul. We are from Group 13 and welcome to today's roleplay session. This reenactment is based on a real corruption case involving Khusairi Husain, a former director at the Malaysian Fisheries Development Authority, also known as LKIM. The events you will see take place in the Shah Alam Court before Judge Datuk Muhammad Nasir, and in this scenario, the accused is charged with accepting a 5,000 ringgit bribe from a company manager at the Klang branch, allegedly in exchange for appointing the company as a supplier for fertilizer, seeds, and pesticides. The incident took place at the Sungai Besar Area Fishermen's Association on 24 November 2020. And as the role play unfolds, you will hear arguments from the prosecution, the defense, and statements from the accused himself. Let us now proceed to the courtroom.
All right, please be seated. We will proceed with today's hearing. Mr. Khusairi Husain, former director of the Malaysian Fisheries Development Authority, LKIM, you are charged with accepting a 5,000 ringgit bribe from a company manager at the Klang branch on 24 November 2020 at the Sungai Besar Area Fishermen's Association, which is in Sabak Bernam. Are the prosecution and defense ready?
Ready, Your Honor.
Ready, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Khusairi, I want to hear from you directly. You previously admitted to receiving the money. Do you maintain that admission?
Yes, Your Honor, I still maintain that admission. I admit receiving the 5,000 ringgit, Your Honor, but I would like to clarify here that I did not see the 5,000 ringgit as a bribe because the money was intended as a contribution to the LKIM Selangor Welfare and Sports Club.
Your Honor, the prosecution emphasizes that the accused failed to provide any receipts, official documents, or proof showing that the money was actually channeled to the welfare club.
All right, Mr. Khusairi, do you have any supporting evidence to back your claim?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, no. I do not have any supporting evidence to support my claim because at the time, I did not manage to prepare the documentation. I admit that was my error, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the 5,000 ringgit was clearly received in exchange for the appointment of a fertilizer, seed, and pesticide supplier. The location, time, and date, witnesses' testimonies confirm the transaction occurred. Without documentation, it is clear that the money was not an official contribution. Therefore, this act undermines the integrity of a public institution and constitutes a serious corruption offence. We request an appropriate sentence to serve as deterrence.
Defense counsel, you may present your mitigation plea before I impose the sentence.
Thank you, Your Honor. Firstly, we do not deny that Mr. Khusairi received the money. However, we plead for a reduced sentence based on several mitigating factors. Firstly, Khusairi has served LKIM for nearly 30 years and has once even received the Excellent Service Award, showing his dedication and integrity throughout his whole career. Second, he has no criminal record. This is his first offense. Third, his personal circumstances are difficult. He is a single father, the sole provider for his child who is still in school. Additionally, he cares for his ailing father in the village. A severe punishment would deeply impact his family. Lastly, his actions were not driven by malicious intent, but rather confusion in managing what he believed was a contribution. We ask the court to consider these humanitarian factors.
All right, Mr. Khusairi, do you understand how serious this offense is?
Your Honor, I do understand how serious my offense, and I deeply regret it, Your Honor. I had no intention of enriching myself, Your Honor, because I simply mishandled the contribution. But may I ask for a second chance, Your Honor?
If you were given a chance, do you promise to uphold integrity and never repeat this wrongdoing again?
I promise not to repeat this wrongdoing again, Your Honor. I truly appreciate any opportunity to correct my mistake.
All right, very well. After reviewing the prosecution's case, the defense mitigation, and also the accused admission, The court finds that the accused admits receiving 5,000 ringgit and also failed to approve it as an official contribution to the HAQIM Selangor Welfare and Sports Club. The elements of the corruption offence are fulfilled. Mitigating factors such as his clean record, long service, and also family responsibilities have been considered. However, corruption is a serious offence involving the public interest. Therefore, this court hereby sentences 6 months imprisonment and 25,000 ringgit fine, and also if he failed to pay, the fine may result in additional imprisonment as provided by law.
Thank you, Your Honor. We respect the court's decision.
I understand, Your Honor. Thank you for considering my plea.
All right, court is adjourned.
And that concludes our role play. In this reenactment, the court found Khusairi Husain guilty of accepting a bribe and determined that he failed to prove the money was an official contribution to the LKIM Selangor Welfare and Sports Club. After considering both the seriousness of the offence and the mitigation factors presented by the defence, the judge imposed a sentence of 6 months imprisonment and a 25,000 ringgit fine. This case highlights the importance of integrity, transparency, and accountability in public service. It also reminds us that even a single lapse in judgment can carry significant consequences. Thank you for watching today's roleplay. We hope this roleplay helps deepen your understanding of court procedures and the legal process. Court is now adjourned.